Hello, my dear friends. Welcome back. I'm so happy you're here with me today. Today, we're going to paint a warm and glowing sunset forest, a peaceful scene where golden light filters through tall trees and gently touches the grasses below. Before we begin, let's talk briefly about why I'm using a black background. Working on a dark canvas makes it much easier to build deep shadows and rich tones right from the start. It enhances contrast naturally, allowing bright colors like sunset orange, golden highlights, and fresh greens to stand out more vividly. It also saves time since we don't need to paint in all the dark base layers. We can simply build light on top of darkness, which creates a more dramatic and atmospheric result. I start by mixing yellow and red to create a warm, glowing orange. Using a piece of sponge, I apply this color from the middle of the canvas upward. As I move higher away from the horizon, I gradually lighten the mixture, softly tapping the sponge against the surface so the colors blend naturally into one another. Next, I deepen the palette slightly by adding a touch of blue to the previous mixture, creating a darker, earthy green. With this tone, I begin shaping the distant trees along the horizon. These trees are not meant to be sharp or detailed. Instead, they remain soft and slightly blurred, blending into the glowing background to preserve that atmospheric depth. With a suitable brush, I return to the sky and lightly brighten the area where the sun is setting. I enhance the glow by adding lighter tones and gently blending them outward. Then, I touch the tops of the distant trees with a hint of warm orange, allowing them to catch the sunset light. This small detail helps tie the trees into the sky and creates harmony across the composition. Because the background is intentionally soft and slightly blurred, I avoid defining any distant elements too clearly. Everything in the far distance should feel subtle and atmospheric. Now I mix a deeper, muted green using blue, yellow, and a bit of black. With this tone, I paint the bushes that sit behind the main trees. Just like before, I keep them soft and understated, blending them into the background rather than making them stand out. Then, I prepare a lighter green by mixing yellow, blue, and a touch of white. Using this fresh tone, I begin covering the ground with grass. I also use the same color to gently highlight parts of the bushes, bringing a bit more life and variation into the midground. For the foreground, I intentionally darken the base area to prepare for stronger contrast. This darker foundation will allow the tall grass blades to stand out clearly once we begin layering them on top. Moving upward again, I paint the foliage of the trees using a green similar to the distant tones, keeping the shape soft and slightly diffused. Occasionally, I adjust the color by adding a hint of red for warmth or a touch of yellow for brightness, ensuring the greens don't become flat or monotonous. Next, I mix a muted brown and begin painting the tree trunks. Some trunks are lighter and thinner to suggest distance, while others are darker, thicker, and more defined to bring them forward in space. This variation helps create a strong sense of depth and perspective. Returning to the foreground, I use the same grassy green to start shaping the closer blades of grass. Since this area is nearest to us, I take more time here, carefully building the layers. Each stroke becomes more defined, more intentional, gradually bringing the foreground to life. Finally, I add warm highlights, soft touches of yellow and orange onto the grasses using small, gentle strokes. These highlights reflect the glow of the setting sun, giving the grass a beautiful, golden shimmer. I also leave certain areas darker to avoid a flat appearance, allowing contrast and depth to naturally emerge. Now I move on to refining the tree trunks, bringing them forward with light and texture. Using a relatively light tone, I gently highlight sections of the trunks, allowing them to catch the warm glow of the sunset. With a small brush, I then add darker markings and natural patterns across the surface, carefully observing how real bark breaks, cracks, and varies in tone. These subtle contrasts give the trunks a more lifelike and tactile quality. Returning to the foreground, I take a liner brush and redraw the grasses with greater precision. Each blade is painted with intention. Thin, elegant strokes that curve and overlap naturally. This second pass adds clarity and movement, helping the grasses feel more alive and dimensional. Next, I mix a soft, light tone using white with a touch of blue and a hint of black. With this color, I begin painting a large tree trunk in the very front of the composition. This element becomes a strong focal point. I brighten one side of the trunk to suggest the direction of light. Then deepen the color by adding a bit more black into the mixture, creating a gentle shadow. To build the texture of the bark, I move my brush in soft, circular motions across the surface. Then, using a liner brush, I add delicate circular and horizontal markings, enhancing the characteristic patterns of the bark. Because this tree is closest to the viewer, I spend extra time developing its details. I carefully layer tones, refine edges, and introduce subtle variations to avoid a flat look. With a slightly diluted dark color, I paint the distinctive markings and irregular shapes on the trunk, giving it personality and depth. Finally, with the same liner brush and dark tone, I extend thin branches outward, allowing them to weave naturally into the composition. These branches add balance and guide the viewer's eye through the painting. Now I return once more to the foreground foliage. Using a deeper green, I add sharper, more defined leaves in the front areas, making them stand out clearly against the softer background. These final touches enhance the sense of depth, bringing the entire scene together. At this stage, I step back and begin adding the last details. Small adjustments, tiny highlights, and subtle refinements that complete the painting and unify all the elements. Thank you so much for staying with me until the end of this painting journey. It truly means a lot. I hope you enjoyed the process and found inspiration along the way. If you did, please support the channel by liking the video, subscribing, and sharing your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to hear what you think about this painting. Until the next artwork, see you soon.